Preacher Tom Anderson, Streets of America Homeless Outreach Ministry and On-SPOT Video. And I am the face behind the ministry. So I never trust anybody or anything or any ministry that won't show their face when they're doing their ministry. It doesn't show how wonderful and beautiful they are, because I know I'm not a great thing to look at. But I do believe this: you need to build trust with your audience, and that's what I'm trying to do. So anyways, when you see me, you talking to me, when I respond to your comments, I don't have someone else writing all that. That is coming directly from me. And so you know who you're dealing with the ministry. And I always want to know what makes our homeless tick and what helps them and all that. So I'm always going to ask questions and things like that. But I want to be a blessing in the ministry. But I also want to be honest, because as a preacher, I do have to answer to God. I don't just say God bless you and all that stuff just as a show, but I truly do pray that God blesses you in a special way. Those that have a heart for the homeless, yes, I pray God will bless you. And I'm not a TV actor, I'm not all that stuff, and I don't do the ministry just to be an entertainer. I pray that I can be an educator and let you see that we don't have a large homeless population like these other cities and everything do. And it would be easy for me to run and just hit here and hit here and hit here and hit here and show you so much, just throwing a sandwich here and things like that. I'm trying to educate as far as, let's learn together as far as talking to the homeless, find out what makes them tick, find out what's on their mind. Where are they in the long goal? Where do they want to be? Why is there so much garbage around the campsites? You know, the questions that you keep asking me, I'd like to be able to answer you. But all I know is that some of those answers are the homeless move in on the old spots where the homeless moved out. So there's a big mess, and it's always going to be that way. And that's the reason why the county gets so mad at them, is because they leave such a big mess. And so, anyways, I'm Preacher Tom, the face behind the ministry. And please ask me any questions. Today is Hot Meal Sunday. All right? And being Hot Meal Sunday, we're going to put something together. I have bought some more things when it comes to all of these different varieties of the Chunky, Campbell's Chunky. Now, I've heard a lot of folks say, man, I eat that stuff and it is great. And hey, it is. It's pretty good stuff. That's why I keep buying it. So I want you to understand too. And I do. Look, let me stop right here. I want to thank you personally for y'all that have donated into the GoFundMe or the Give, Send, Go or the PayPal. Any way that you've donated, I want to thank you personally for your donation. But I also want to thank all of you out there that have bowed your knees and bowed your head or prayed in some way for this ministry. Thank you. I believe God will do more for this ministry than money will. I believe God will do more in this ministry, because I'm not in this ministry about money. I'm in this ministry about people and about helping our homeless. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go out and try to help somebody. Thirsty?
Yeah, I can use water.
All right, how about two of them?
I've already got a couple. Well, I'll take two, yeah.
Yeah, you can use them. And you like those pies. There's a pie in there with some chocolate chip cookies. Awesome. I figure you might get a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And I've also got meal. I've also got some pot roast vegetable, that Campbell's, that really good stuff. And then I've got some green beans and some sweet Hawaiian rolls.
I'm good on that right now.
I'll check with you later.
I would say the chicken sandwich took place.
I know, I always get you late. You always wind up eating. And you know the question I'm going to ask, how's Levi? You seen him?
Yeah, I haven't seen him today, but he's no worse than normal, I guess.
Okay, I hadn't seen him, so I don't know. Normally I kind of see him out here once in a while, but
I mean, yeah, nothing's really changed with him.
It's okay.
So it's not any worse, but not any better.
How are you doing?
Not any worse, but not any better. That's the only way.
Andy, you be good, buddy. Take care of yourself. You don't have to eat.
Kinda. What you got?
I got pot roast vegetables with some green beans and some sweet Hawaiian rolls. But you don't have to eat if you don't want to. And I might even have a pie or pie.
I tell you what, if you'll make your rounds and come back.
I just came from town.
Yes,
I went up at the waterfront, so I fed up there, and
oh,
and I'm fixing to go around there. But that's all. I'll come back by.
Yes,
I'll go
sir.
around that way. I'll see Andy, and I'll see all the rest of them if they want to eat.
yes,
And
sir.
David and his wife, if they're still here.
I'm not sure if they're still here or not.
Well,
But
they,
I got something I got to go do.
I'm not going to hold you up. I'll come back through and check on you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If I ain't here, if you look
Because you're packed up. You look like you fixing to jump out of an airplane.
Oh.
Big old parachute on the back of there.
That's just my sleeping bag.
I seen where you cleaned it up in there, man. You made.
Yeah, all that, all this.
I saw that when I came through here before. I went, wow. I ain't gonna bother you. I'll come back by and check on you.
All right, thank you, Tom.
All right, buddy. Yes, sir. You too. Be careful. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. It's Preacher Tom Anderson here. Streets of America Homeless Outreach. Does James live here? Hello. I know somebody's here. I just saw you guys walk up here. It's Preacher Tom. Hello? Just here to see if you want something to eat. I do the homeless outreach around here. Just saw you guys walk up, so I figured I'd come see if you was hungry. I know James lives back here somewhere. Knock, knock. Preacher Tom Anderson.
What's going on?
I do the homeless outreach around here. James lives back here, don't he? Okay. I do the homeless outreach. I just came from the waterfront and Walmart. And you guys homeless? Trying to make the ends meet? Things like that? Came by to see if you wanted something hot to eat.
Always want something hot to eat.
You know.
Okay, well, are y'all fixing to eat?
Nah,
Man, I just went and got a bunch of ramen noodles from dollar store and I'm about to heat up.
I saw y'all walking back here. Now, I knew James lived back here.
No, don't. I don't like, no.
All right. Well, actually, I do video a lot.
Well,
But-
don't for me, please.
Okay. And that's your disclosure, and I won't even tell anybody you're back here. I don't even know who you are. Don't know your name.
Leave it like that.
All right. All right. Anyways, I got some hot
He can
food.
tell you whatever he wants to. That's all up to him.
I'm just come around here. I'm a preacher. I come out here and feed. You can ask these guys. Go up there around Walmart. Talk to Andy. Talk to all them up there. Levi.
I've ran into you before. I had a girl out here probably about.
My buddy's about to be here in a minute, man. Can I get a hot plate for him too?
Yeah. Well, I'm parked way back over across the fence over there on
I
the
can't
car
walk that
lot.
far, man.
All right.
My knee's messed up right now.
What
I can't
I'm-
walk that far.
I'll fix you something. Bring it back. Who's somebody over there too, or is that?
Yeah, it's my buddy over there, but he's at the store right now. He'll be back in a minute.
All right. So I'll fix 3.
3 would be fantastic.
Well, I got some.
Is it easier if you just pull up right here?
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, I
Brings
want
more-
it. I kind of try to park off and then walk in.
Which
Right.
is better. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, because I know you try to get out of the way, out of sight, and all that stuff.
He'll
Of course,
walk with you and bring the place back.
Yeah, I'll help
if,
you.
come on. But yeah, I was going to say, if you're VA, man, you should be able to get plenty of help.
I you know, that's how I was.
I got you.
I used to go around.
Change these gloves.
I got my wife with me and everything, man. I'm working on trying to get my dog out the pound. I need some kind of work. Like I'll do any kind of work.
Man, there's got to be some type of day labor. Have you checked the Salvation Army? See if they can fix you up with something.
ID situation.
Oh, man. I ain't got no job. This is what I do. And
Can you help me? Could you help me? Because, like I said,
I mean, how? I don't have any money or anything to help
I'm
you.
not asking for money. That's the last thing I'll probably ask.
I could try to.
I'm gonna need help with transporting my stuff back to Okeechobee. Because
Is that where you're at?
I might have a job out that way if this doesn't work out for me. I'm trying to get a job out here on holiday, you know. And they say they'll know something by Wednesday. So by Wednesday, if there's no go, I'm not trying to stay out here. It's
No, I don't blame you. I wouldn't try to stay out here either if you didn't have to. If you want to work,
there's a little junction right there where 278 and 170 meets.
Yeah, on that main drag.
And you see all kind of contractors here and out right there. So that's my best bet.
We're right up there by 278. The main drag 278 because. There's probably a lot of work over there.
So that's the only help I probably need, brother.
And there's probably some. Well, I'll see if I can find somebody who can run you up that way.
Well, I want to do it after Wednesday. I want to see if I get this job or not. Because if I get this job, then there's no reason why for me to leave. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just grind it out a little longer, and I'll have it.
I got you.
So that's the only help I need, brother. What's your name again?
I'm Preacher Tom Anderson. Just call me Preacher or Preacher Tom or.
Gotcha.
And, I mean, it ain't hard to ask around and find out who I am. I'm just a guy that tries to go around trying to help everybody and try to help what I can. I mean, there's some things I can't help with, and I wish I had a mission. I've been trying to get a tiny house thing started so I can get people off the street and get them in to temporarily help them get on their feet, get their job, have a mailing address, all that stuff. Ain't nobody wants to get. Look, nobody wants to invest in it. Nobody wants to do anything. So that's my dilemma. Is that as a preacher, you wish you could get people to help. They don't. Anybody helps. So what do? You keep praying. Maybe somebody will do something.
You do God calling regardless.
I just try to help people.
Because of my own choices.
Yeah, and they're rough.
Right there is where
But you're
I
still
like
young.
Yeah.
You're still young. You still got a lot of life to make this choice as long as you don't mess it up. Get in the wrong place at the wrong time and all that stuff. But
yeah, but that wrong place, wrong time, it still comes from your choices.
it does. It does.
You take.
But it's a matter of how long you last making the wrong
It
choices.
takes somebody to humble themselves finally to actually realize that.
Yeah, that's very exactly. That was a wise word you just said right there.
I'm so tired, bro. I'm so tired. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm looking for a hand up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because that's the first thing I tell everybody I talk to. I need a job, bro.
That's what I like to hear. I like to come out and say,
I got my wife with me. I want her out the streets. She's in Richmond right now. Because
Oh, okay.
I want her with me,
Yeah, I understand.
Out this deep.
I understand. Yeah, I've got guy and his wife over there right now living in the woods, and they're working, but they can't afford to get back to where's it, Virginia, Kentucky, or something like that. They're trying to get, I don't know, they're having a hard time. A lot of people having a hard time. And what do?
You grab life by the horns and you keep pushing.
That's it.
Sometimes you can let them horns go, but you gotta keep pushing.
Yep. Well, be trusting.
You ain't gotta fight life by the bull.
Yeah, you got to start looking up. You got to start looking up and trusting the Lord a little bit on this stuff too, if you want protection. And a lot of people, and I don't try to push anything on anybody, but there's one thing for sure. I mean, like me, I wouldn't be out here today if the Lord hadn't provided the stuff for me to do this. And just trying to help. So it's by the grace of God.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And I'll do what I can, as much as I can. I've got some.
I ain't gonna lie, my mouth is watering the whole time you're sitting there talking to you.
All right. You can hold that one there. I'm gonna give you some spoons and stuff to take with you too. Let me just finish loading these things up.
I had my spoon in my hand.
You were ready.
You turned that corner, I was already. You said food? Hell.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I hate to see people go hungry.
I don't indulge in drugs and stuff like that, man. Like, I'm actually really trying. The only reason why I'm out here is because at the moment I have to be. And it's not because of my own previous. I help people too. I help people that don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yes,
sir. People that don't have the patience to help them. I've always been caught up my whole life like that, bro.
Okay.
So
here's the third one.
I do help out myself.
Yes, sir.
In different ways.
Well, it's impressive. You're wanting to get a job, and I find that with the homeless, some of them are just so handicapped and stuff, or either on drugs that they can't get a job.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, alcoholism and all that stuff. I'm trying not to give you too much. Let me give you a bag here.
Yeah, man, I'm ready, bro. You know what I mean? Right.
I'll give you one more bag. It's just to put on your arm here. Cause y'all got water and stuff back there at the camp.
I just filled up a 5-gallon bag.
Good deal.
Solar power.
Chocolate chip cookies and stuff in here.
Sweet.
So exactly. But that's sweet too.
I definitely hold on to that more.
And
that's my only problem out here.
chocolate mousse.
Ooh,
I know it. Yeah. Well, I try to do what I can. And
tell everybody about the chocolate mousse.
And pecan and blueberry. You guys might want to take this too.
Hey, would you take just a minute to like and subscribe to this channel if it's been a blessing to you? Thank you.
Restaurant before you see it.
Yeah, please don't drop that. They'll be going back there and there'll be grass all over it. They'll be going, did he serve you that?
It's Moo Moo Cow.
All right.
All right, brother.
And like I said, I'm Preacher Tom. And Robert? Robert, it's good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
And
you see my spirit, man. It's high up there, bro. And I'm keeping faith in any outlet. Any outlet. So I'm...
Well, I know where you're at, but, I don't want to draw any attention over that way, with him, because I don't know him. Like I said, I still don't.
You take this phone number? It's my wife's phone number, and I call her at least 3-4 times a day. Matter of fact, that's what I'm about to hustle up. I need to get her a phone card by tomorrow.
And that's Robert.
Yeah, that's how you get in touch with me.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to add contact. There we go. Create contact.
I'm gonna head on over this way, bro.
Yeah, eat it while it's hot.